Hello again. This is Patrick with Patty Cake Games. I haven't made a video in a while. It's because I haven't really had anything to say in a while. I've been playtesting some prototypes. I've got about 5 games in the works. A couple of them are actually really close to being able to be released, and that's why I'm having a playtesting night tomorrow with some friends to kind of work out the last bugs out of it. Some of them. One of the ones that's coming up very soon, I know I did an unboxing of the prototype, is Contagion. I learned a lot making Contagion. If you're planning on doing any sort of game design, or if it's just something that you might want to try at some point, just to give you a pro tip, just because something looks good on your computer does not mean it's going to look good in the final printed product. Let me give you an example. This is one of the cards from the original prototype. Now on my computer this looked really great. The text was bright green and it popped off the card. It was very easy to read on the screen. However, in print, as you can see, it is completely illegible. Even in close-up, you can't even see what it actually says. So this was a mistake, a problem. So I fixed that in the new version. This is the exact same card from the new version. Much better, right? You can actually see it. Gain 2 money tokens. This is a comparison of the two, so as you can see, even this one is more vivid. I don't have the wash over the money to make it sort of a lighter color. It just stands out much more. I also get rid of the biohazard symbol on the back because there's no need to have it, because the biohazard symbol's on the other side. There's no need to have it twice. Another thing that I learned is having a consistent graphical theme throughout the game is much better than having multiple themes. It just, for one thing, it makes the design go much quicker, because if you have one central theme, then you can just repeat that theme over and over instead of trying to make a new one. So this was the back of the regular play deck, and this stayed the same because I like this design. I think it looks cool. This was the back of the virus deck in the original version. So as you can see, it has the name of the game, and it has police tape, and a totally different biohazard symbol. So I changed this to this, which fits the theme much more. As you can see, it has a biohazard symbol just like on the other deck, only it's black instead of white. The main reason black is because it's this had a black background where the black was almost, you couldn't see it. But it just has the name of the game at the bottom, Contagion. So this is the what they call the Contagion deck in the game. And but yeah, it has a central theme that this is what they look like. Biohazard symbol on the back of the cards. I also changed the box, so because the box had this sort of theme to it with caution tape around it, I changed it to this. So it is this sort of burlap brown that kind of fades to black at the edges with the giant biohazard symbol on it. Just a giant black biohazard symbol with Contagion written at the bottom. That's it. Simple, and it looks really good. Another thing that I learned, you can also see the difference in the text on these cards. I darkened, it's the exact same, I didn't change anything, I just put a layer of black and then made it transparent to darken it, and then changed the font of the text at the bottom. Other than changing some of because we had to completely change some of the game mechanics. The other thing that I learned is, if you're designing a game that utilizes resources, balancing the gain of resources with the spending of resources is really tricky. That is going to require doing a lot of balancing and a lot of playtesting, because what you think is going to work in your head probably will not work in practice. I did a lot of revisions on the cards, making sure it was a balanced amount of resources coming in with a balanced amount of resources going out. So I had to lower resource costs on the cards, I had to add more cards to gain resources, and I had to get rid of probably about 3 or 4 different cards that I had designed for the deck. I completely scrapped them, just got rid of them because they weren't serving any purpose. They were just useless cards. So anyway, I'm excited about that. I also have, I don't have any prototypes for Parallax or Race to Planet X, but I have mock-ups that I made. So I have the complete game in mock-up form. This is the mock-up card. These are the planet cards from Race to Planet X, and it's just handwritten what they do. So we're going to test that. I have the final deck, which is huge, for Sewers and Serpents, but it's a 5-player game and everyone uses the same deck, so and it's lots of playing, lots of drawing cards, lots of playing cards. So I needed a bigger deck for it. But we're going to test this out. I don't have the board for it because I just have the cards. But if this works out, then this will come out soon. And Parallax, which I also have a mock-up for, but it's just a board with some simple cards. That's downstairs. I don't have it with me. But yeah, so that's what we're doing tomorrow. We're playtesting all these new things. And if the playtesting goes well, Labor Day should be pretty exciting because I'll spend a bit of Sunday in the morning working out the finalized designs, making instruction booklets and stuff like that. Probably do a little bit more of that Monday, finish it up. And then a lot of this is going to get released on Monday. So I'm kind of excited. Anyway, that's all I've got. Subscribe. Click the little subscribe thing at the bottom. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. And that's it. I might make a video maybe this week sometime if I get bored. Just kind of talking about some of the games that I own that I really love. That's it. All right. I'm going to go to the movies now. See you later.